Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and it is Sunday, so I am here with Scraplift Crafternoon, a hop where a group of my friends get together, we find inspiration, and we scraplift it. And this week we are scraplifting Scraprona, and she has actually joined our crew, and so you should be seeing her scrap lifting with us. Not sure if she's going to scrap lift her own, but she has been scrap lifting with us, so I'm super excited about that. And I am going to be using a couple of different collections. I wanted to use some of the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Life in Bloom that she uses as well, but I also am going to use for my papers and the rest of my embellishments 49 and Market Ocean. So I wanted to get some of the embellishments and stickers used up that I got from a Hip Kit Club and some papers. So I've got my papers, my embellishments. I have my pictures that are a little different than hers in the sizing, and I have her layout. So let's see how this goes. So I have a 4x6 and a 3x4, which it's taking up the same kind of space as her layout. I did have some other pictures that I could have used, but I'd have had to turn the layout, which would have been okay. But there were 4 of them, and that was going to throw everything off. So I thought I would go ahead and document these pictures. These are just from this past Tuesday from Burger Week here in my hometown. And we had gone to a local place, obviously, for a new kind of burger that was delicious. And so I got pictures from every day that we've gone to Burger Week so far. One more day, and I'm not sure if I'll make it out tomorrow for another burger. I don't eat a lot of red meat, so having burgers 4 different days in a 5-day period is it's a lot. But I already had some butterflies pre-cut from a layout I did before and didn't use all of them. So I've got those on here. And then I took this scrap piece of paper from the Ocean collection from 49 Market and just turned it up a little. It's 9.5 inches, and I inked around the outside of it with probably vintage photos, whatever it's on my little dauber that's next to my desk, and I'm pretty sure it's vintage photo, just to give it a little definition from that background paper, which is also from the Ocean collection. And then I'm just going to tuck some things in. So I'm using some very similar things to her, as well as the actual title, The Life in Bloom, that she has down there at the bottom. I am going to use that too. So, but instead of having that smaller camera at the bottom, I'm using the bigger one up at the top and using up a lot of these butterflies. I think all of the butterflies I had pre-cut, and then just a couple embellishments to go with that, some stickers. And then I took one of the little frames that came with the 49 and Market collection and cut it in half. She's got tags on hers, but I use one of those frames, and I love the way that that looks and adds a little bit of what looks like texture because it's got like a stitching look on the frame. But it doesn't add to the dimension. And even though the butterflies are going to be 3-dimensional, because I've flapped them up, you can see they've got a little bend in them. You can like the shadow and stuff over there in the top right corner. But when they go in a book, that doesn't add anything because they're so thin. So it'll still have a little bit of definition from, lifting up, but being in a book, it's not gonna be, thick. So I'm good with that because I'm trying to limit my number of books per year. And this is for obviously my 2024 book. And I've scrapped a lot or have lots of things to document. I'm on I don't even know. I write it all down so I don't go and forget to document something. And so I've got my list, and it's like 2 or 3 pages long with all the different things I need to document. So, but anyway, so I am just putting some of these acetate butterflies on here as well to give it a little pop of a darker color, because these butterflies are so light. And have come from this collection. They're, they blend in pretty well. But adding that little acetate piece behind there gives it a little bit more, it'll help pop it out a little bit more. So, and then I just add a few things at the bottom, and then I have this sticker that came from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and I just cut it in half because I want to add that color. I have that color where the camera is up there and a little bit of color in the Life in Bloom, but not a lot. So I wanted to go ahead and do a little bit more color with those butterflies. So I had cut that one floral sticker in half and put half of it up in the top portion and then tuck the other half down in the bottom underneath the Life in Bloom. And then I add a few wordy bits on here. One that says note to self. I put that right underneath that little burger because that burger was very tasty. And that's why I printed this picture, because it's got the information with what kind of burger it was and what was on it and everything. And so I thought that'd be fun. I think I've done that with at least 2 of the other 4 days that we went. And I'm going to use this blue marker. Let's see. I don't know. It's sitting on my desk. Oh, it's a Tombow marker. And I'm just going to use that to write the date on here, because I feel like the burger week, I'm going to journal on one page. And then because this has the information about the burger, and I put a little heart, I haven't done it yet, but it's going to go on the picture with the burger. And then I just use these Nuvo jewel drops to do some like little butterfly trails, and it's in Sea Breeze. And so here is her original layout. It is so very beautiful. I actually looked for a blue paper similar to that, and the collection I have that had one like that, I've used it, and all I had was a little bitty piece left over. So I had to go with the next thing, and since I like the blue concept, I went with using my ocean collection. So here is the close-up of my layout. It is definitely a lot more simplistic and a little less full of embellishments compared to Scraparona's, but I am loving that I got some more things used up from a collection that I am pretty much out of, and I got these dies used up, and I love the way that it turned out. So that's all that really matters, and another moment in time is documented. So I hope you'll go check out Scraparona, as well as all the ladies who are hopping along. Their information will all be below in the description box. I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.